Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I'm alone today, but yesterday was so much fun. It's not cute, not knowing. I go by the nickname Ginger, and we're going to start off with a hug because you never know who's going to need a hug. I've been talking with people, and I don't know if people were just mean before the pandemic, but why are people so mean? Why are people being so rude? And you see fighting and the shootings, and it's like, what is going on that people have such a hard time being civil with one another? It just makes you say, Got a lot of stuff to go over. Yesterday, the extreme excitement about New Edition getting back together. All of the guys, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, Johnny, coming together. Finally. There's some big things planned for next year. There's going to be some huge stadium tours as well as a Las Vegas residency. Finally, they're now under Creative Artists Agency. They got them to sit down. They had to get tired of seeing the NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and Boyz II Men and everybody else coming together to do a tour and getting it together. New Edition is a legendary group. They're all in their 50s now. Kids. Sure, there's some grandkids there. It's about time y'all get along and make this money. And they will make money. Being a legendary group, a heritage group, this is what they've needed to be doing. They need to start doing documentaries on the famous groups. You know, when you look at the Temptations, there was more fighting going on in them groups. And you have legendary. Simon Garfunkel, I don't even know if they still speak. I don't think Hall & Oates gets along, but they go out here and make that money. New Edition, I'm so glad. Now, there are a lot of stipulations, y'all. A lot. Including, ain't no getting mad. They don't care if you don't like this one. Ain't no saying, well, I quit the tour. Well, you're going to walk out on a whole lot of money and you're going to miss your money. Because they're at the point in their lives, they need the money. They really do. And even when they broke off in different entities and, of course, solo projects, such an amazing show that can be put together. But no foolishness. There are so many clauses in this contract. It is not even funny. But they got big plans for them. And it's like, don't blow it, fellas. You got so many fans who love you, love you, love you, and want to see you get back together and put on a good show. And at the end, I know you're probably saying, Patty, you keep talking about the money. Because if you got bills and this is your only way of making money, go out here and make that money so you take care of yourself, take care of your family. Look forward to the future. But a Las Vegas residency, I've never been to Vegas. It's on my bucket list, but I guess I'm going to Las Vegas now. And as soon as we find out dates and things like that, of course, I'll be passing them along. At the movies, Disney, Marvel, Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson, I hear the movie is amazing and is expecting to break a lot of records at the box office. Now, for those who are saying, I'm not ready to go to a theater. It's also coming on Disney Plus, but you're going to pay an extra $30 to check it out. Shonda Rhimes is continuing on with her Netflix deal. When she stepped off from ABC because of the disrespect, she said, I'm going to Netflix. And she signed something over like $100 million, which was pennies compared to what they gave other people. But we'll talk about that later. So Shonda Rhimes signs this deal. And they said, well, Shonda, what are you going to do? She comes up with Bridgerton. Even I said, what's a Bridgerton? Child. Bridgerton changed the game. You're going to see a whole bunch of Bridgerton ripoffs on other networks. Shonda Rhimes signed this deal. She's extending it. She is very happy with her relationship. She is just a creative force. She's going to be doing feature films. She's going to be getting into gaming with Netflix. So she's got a lot of great things in store. She extends her deal. Another big thing coming on Netflix is a movie called Red Notice. You got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Ryan Reynolds. This movie costs $130 million to make. It's going to start streaming on November the 12th. It's about three top criminals. What do I mean by top criminals? They've eluded everyone with their crimes. Well, they're joining forces for the biggest heist ever. Of course, with the FBI and everybody hot on their trails. But Red Notice is coming out November the 12th. Black Widow, we talked about that. You got to pay extra money. No spectators at the Olympics. Are you surprised? You know, a lot of people, including like noted sports people like Bob Costas, they were like, cancel the Olympics. COVID really wreaked havoc, and apparently they're having spike cases, so there's no spectators. Some people said, cancel it. I'm going to tell you why they can't cancel it. They've built all these stadiums. They have been preparing for the Olympics for years. There's no way they're going to cancel it because eyes are already on 2024. So they're not going to cancel it, but they are going to lose a lot of money because there are no spectators allowed. I hear they're super strict with reporters, anybody coming in the country. You got to quarantine for like 2 weeks before you can start work. It's just a really tight and crazy situation, but no spectators. Naomi Osaka, she's going to be playing for Japan during the Olympics. She's the cover girl for the new issue of Time magazine, and she's opening up in a new Netflix docu-series about her life. Naomi Osaka, Japanese, Haitian tennis sensation, and she's had a rough time. Criticized heavily for refusing to speak to the press, and she backed out of Wimbledon and another big tournament for her mental health. She's young, and not to make excuses, but can you imagine the pressure? You're building your career up to be this sports sensation. There are sacrifices that many of these athletes have to make to be who they are. When she won, it was Wimbledon, it was one of the big ones. She beat Serena, and it was shocking, and it was an upset. She was crying because, first of all, here's my idol, and I beat her. There were people booing because she beat Serena. Everybody's not going to stay a champion forever. But the pressures started there. Then those press conferences, and some of them reporters can be mean as hell. Just mean. It's just asking all kind of intrusive questions. I love it when Serena Williams has to give it because she is like... But she's older, more seasoned. She's like, oh, I got something for y'all if y'all want to come up here with the crazy. But for a young athlete, it's very hard. And she talks about it. And what it took to get to this point. Everybody is not a public speaker. They're not comfortable speaking in public. They're not. I really believe that with athletes, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, you need media training. You do. You need media training. How do you deal with the beast that is the media? How do you deal with that spotlight when it's on you? Because you know how people do. Oh, everyone loves you when you're winning, but when you lose, they want to turn on you. But in her case, they made her cry when she beat Serena. Fascinating 3-part docu-series, Naomi Osaka. Power Book 3. It's going to start streaming on Stars July 18th. What was Kanan? What made Kanan Kanan? Why was he so cold-blooded in the Power series? Kanan, played by rapper and actor 50 Cent. This is the story how he became who he was. How he teamed up with his mom, who is big in the drug game, and she brought him along. And that's probably why he saw things as a young boy, which made him the way that he was. There's a fabulous actress that is playing his mom, and I think a lot of people are going to be talking about her. But Raising Kanan, streaming starts July 18th. Black Panther, filming is going on right now in Atlanta. How are they keeping it a secret? Ryan Coogler, that set is tight. They know people going to talk. Y'all know people can't keep a secret. They got 5 different scripts. So y'all could go out there running your mouth if y'all want to, but they may be leaking the wrong stuff. 5 different scripts, which is a lot of work. Ryan Coogler's up for the challenge. Under no circumstances do they want. They probably have banned phones, everything. Can't bring nothing. Just bring yourself and just get to work and start filming. The movie comes out July 8th. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. We're going to try to find out some good stuff to keep you guys informed, but there is a lot of anticipation. The rapper actor DMX, who passed away early this year at the age of 50, the official autopsy report reads he died of a cocaine-induced heart attack. I think I went through everything here. I got a new podcast up, Patty and the Millennials. I'm the baby boomer. It's Gen X Millennials, men and women. It's great conversation. You can find us on podcast streaming, Apple, Pandora, Spotify, iHeart, Apple. This week we talk about mistakes. You know, in life, you're going to make a mistake. Every day we're going to make a mistake. Can you learn from your mistakes? Do people learn from their mistakes? Do people get the lesson that's wrapped up in a mistake? It was a great conversation and great responses. We've had some interesting topics, but going back to people being mean, whether they're in airports or stores, and it's not even about the damn mask. People just mean. They're just miserable people. We outside. Get vaxxed up so you can really be outside. But why are people so pent up? I always say if people just practice just a little bit of kindness, just a little bit. And if you can't be kind, be quiet. Just be quiet if you can't be nice. If you can't see it in yourself to be nice. It's not cute not knowing. Hit that notification button so you'll know when a video is coming down the pike. Give us a thumbs up. You like the video. Leave a comment. Auntie scrolls through the comments. And can I say this? I appreciate you guys so much. It's not cute not knowing. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.